Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis Media once again, and welcome back to another movie review, aka after I saw, or in this case, after we saw. This is my mom. We're staying at a hotel right now because our internet is out. Hopefully, this was the best we could do. We're staying at a hotel right now, but yeah. Anyways, about a few hours ago, we just saw Terminator: Dark Fate. Now, we actually saw the last movie in 3D. So this would be the perfect time for us to talk about the movie. Now, in this one, what was her name? Linda Hamilton? Yeah, my mom actually got to see her one time and got an autograph from her. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
She came to Richmond and brought her sick child in to see her pediatricians.
All right, so in this one, we follow a girl named Penny, right? What's that her name? Danny, okay.
Daniela, but they call her Danny.
And this one, new Terminator is hunting her down, and this good Terminator, I forgot what her name was. Grace. Oh, you remember these names so well. Okay, has to protect her, and they run into Sarah Connor, who, the Terminator actually, the bad Terminator actually killed his son, which is kind of confusing since that never happened in T2. Sorry for spoiling, but, but you saw in the trailer Sarah Connor wants to kill Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator, but in this film, they have to team up, so of course they can stop this Terminator once again. Now, the last movie, it was so-so. I do feel like it had a lot of issues, though, not just for its PG-13 rating, but this one, they went for an R rating. It's more violent, it has a lot more language, and it has a lot more going for it. And I did have hope because this was from director Tim Miller of the second Deadpool film and some other films that were pretty fun and enjoyable. I can say this was definitely better than Genesis. What did you think?
I loved it. I thought it was fabulous. It had me at the edge of my seat. I jumped a couple times. You told me to shut up. So
hey, don't worry. I'm not. But
yeah, because I did. I jumped a couple of times, not expecting some of the action that happened. But yeah, I thought it was really, really, really good. And Linda Hamilton did a great job.
Yeah, definitely. She was definitely probably my favorite aspect of the movie. She has grown a lot throughout the years. And yeah, unfortunately, John Connor isn't actually in this movie. Unlike the last movie where he, for some reason, was a Terminator, and I don't know, but I do have some problems with the film. Basically, like I mentioned before, in this movie, because here's the thing, the only ones I rewatched multiple times are the first two Terminator films, because what can I say about those movies? They're masterpieces. Second film, one of the best movies of all time. It has some of the best action sequences, and hell, even one of the best movie endings of all time. But in this movie, instead of, bonding together, I can't get into any more of that because, it would be spoiling, and I already talked way too much. But, I feel like in this film, it does a lot better in terms of the action genre. I think it's definitely a more well-paced film. I think the direction and the visual effects, they all look spectacular. They all look really, really good. But, in terms of its story, I don't really feel like, I didn't really care for much of the story because there are so many questions, especially, towards the last act. Like, it has me wondering if there is going to be another film, and
I don't think so. I don't think
you don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think there was a little bit of a twist to the story compared to John Connor's story and then Daniela's story. Even Sarah Connor was kind of saying, oh, this is just the same thing that happened to me, now it's happening to you. And when she found out that it was really a little bit different, I think it surprised her. I think she was not expecting that. So without spoiling it, I think that it definitely had a little bit of a twist to it.
A little bit of twist. We actually both saw this in IMAX, and it definitely looked really good in IMAX. It looks absolutely splendid. But, all in all, I can definitely say this was a bit of a big improvement. It's definitely not as good as the first two, but I might enjoy this a bit more than the third film. I don't mind the third film. Salvation, I thought was boring, and the fifth film I think is all right, but this definitely had a lot more going for it. It's definitely, I wouldn't call it a masterpiece or anything like that, but I can say it's definitely more of a step forward into the Terminator franchise. And so first off, what would you give your rating?
What, on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 5, actually.
1 to 5. I would give it a solid 4.
Solid 4.
Yeah, solid 4. What's interesting is I did a little driving for Uber today, and I had different age groups, giving them, and all of them, when I told them I saw the Terminator movie today, everybody, young and old, my age and then your age, they all were talking about how they wanted to see this movie. So it's definitely generating some conversation.
Well, that is really good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, as for my rating, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, definitely a bit of a step forward. It's definitely not, it wasn't like I said, it's not the next T2. It's not the next big step in the series, but I could say it's definitely one of the more improved ones. And some fans are going to be mad. Some fans will just be entertained by the film. I was entertained for the most part. It didn't really make me mad, except for the beginning, which I was, like I said, what the hell happened there? But yeah, anyways, that is it for this review. I do have another movie I want to talk about in the next video. So yeah, thank you so much, Mom, for joining me in this video once again.
Sure, I'm going to go enjoy our little staycation here, home away from home.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.